What's happening, my YouTube crew, and welcome back to the Absolute Hot Channel on YouTube. Today, guys, I have behind me a 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo, and yes, guys, you have read the title correctly. It is the car that JR from JR Garage was scammed with. So before I get into the details of how specifically I ended up finding this car, or this car ended up being mine, I kind of have to give you a little bit of a background story as to how I started actually looking for Lamborghinis. So when I graduated pharmacy school, guys, that was my #1 goal. I already had the Supra and I had a Mustang at the time as well, but I wanted to have the Lamborghini, and I would look for them day and night while I was at work, on my free time, while I was at the gym doing cardio. Every single second of the day that I had, guys, I'd look on Craigslist, I'd look on Auto Tempest, I would look through eBay, all types of classified ads and everything. I was determined to own a Lamborghini at one point or another, and I actually had saved up a good amount for a down payment on a Lamborghini. However, I did not purchase it because at that time I did not think that that was really the responsible thing to do, so I ended up buying a house right when I graduated. But I did end up buying my mom an LX 570, which was definitely equivalent to a used Lamborghini, but nevertheless, she definitely deserved the car to put up with me for all the years of my youth, as well as putting me through pharmacy school. So with that said, I ended up buying my first house. I lived in it for about 2 years. I renovated it completely. And then I ended up buying my dream home, which I'm at currently right now. And it's a little bit of a mess if you can't already tell. That's why I have the camera so zoomed in, because this garage is a pigsty. But so I ended up buying this house, and then after I, started my own business, and I collaborated with my father as well, and I have a business with him. And when I finally was prepared to buy a Lamborghini, I had already been searching, guys. I bought the houses, and I was still looking for Lamborghinis, unfortunately, and I would find great deals, and then I actually found a Mercy that I was getting ready to purchase, and then the deal fell through. It's a long story, but then I actually found a Lamborghini that was in California. It was in LA, and my girlfriend Marina was living there at the time, so I figured, I had already bought the G-Wagon at that time, and I shipped it. I bought it from LA and I shipped it back to Louisiana, and that's what I was getting ready to do with that Lamborghini that I found. And it was a 2010 Lamborghini. It was reasonably priced. It was black. It had exhaust system, and for those of you who do not know, Lamborghini exhaust systems are by no means cheap at all. They can actually be just as expensive as a normal car or a certified pre-owned car. And I didn't purchase the soft top because I started to really think about it, and in the state of Louisiana, it just was not reasonable, guys. We only have about 2 to 3 months of sunshine. The other 6 months are freaking raining, and the rest of the months are freaking hot as hell, and the humidity is ridiculous. So I wasn't really gonna use the soft top as much. And then I was thinking, I'm gonna run into issues with the soft top, and I was just like, you know what, I don't want that problem. So I ended up not getting that one, and 2 weeks later, I actually found the one that's right behind me, and it was about 2.5 hours away in Mississippi. I didn't really like it too much, guys, to be completely honest with you. The owner had taken some really not great pictures of it, and I was like, you know what, I don't really like it. It didn't look that great. But it was priced reasonably, and I said, you know what, let me go take a look at it. So I actually drove out there. It was like a Sunday, I don't know what it was. It was a random Sunday, and I drove out there. And when I got there, he opened the garage, and it was just like, I can't even explain to you guys. I knew that that car was for me. And I didn't really like the color that much in pictures, but when you see it in person, it's just ridiculous. It is an absolute beautiful color. It's Battleship Gray. That's the name of it, and they have another freaking Italian name for it. Pinot Grigio or something like that. I don't freaking know, but so I ended up telling the dude that I was gonna come back the following week to purchase the vehicle, and he said, he was gonna keep it for me. He had no problem keeping it for me. He wanted it to be for me, and the guy, it was a younger guy as well. Really cool guy, and I'll link the video down below if you haven't checked out the video of me actually purchasing the car. So then, I ended up buying it and whatnot, and then maybe a couple of weeks later, I was in bed, and Marina was still in California. She hadn't moved in with me just yet. So I ended up finding finding a video or coming across a video about a Lamborghini scam, and the person that had posted it is actually a very well-known YouTuber. His name is JR from JR's Garage, and I clicked on the video because I said, man, you know what, I haven't seen very many grays like this one in the Gallardos, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So I started watching the video, and he's talking about how he got scammed out of $2,000 because he put a down payment on a car, and the guy actually took a higher offer after he already given the down payment or the security deposit, and then he ended up not getting the car and not getting his deposit back. So I was kind of looking through the video, and I'm like, man, that really looks like mine. So then I started picking up on things. I'm like, wow. So he's got the same LEDs in the engine bay, and then I really started pausing it like frame by frame because I'm like, dude, this car looks exactly like mine. And I'm like, there's no freaking way. And so I started looking at it frame by frame, and there's one specific part of the video where they're test driving the Lambo, and it's from a point of view of the driver's seat, and they're looking out, and there's a little tiny little scratch on the center console on the passenger side. And I said, you know what, I can't. I have to see, I have to know if this is the car. So it was like 1:30 in the morning, guys. I'm out there freaking half naked in my bed, and I'm like, hell no, I have to know. So I went running out here to the garage. I opened the passenger side, and sure enough, I saw the freaking scratch, and I'm just like, you know what, this is just ridiculous. So right then and there, it was like 1:30 in the morning. I contacted JR, and I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure that I bought the Lamborghini you got scammed on. He actually wrote me back right away, and he's like, is it a 2008? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, does it have, you know, does it have the same mileage? I was like, yeah. And he's like, where'd you get it from? And we're just going back and forth. And I'll actually put the DM right here that I sent to him so you guys can see. But yes, it is indeed the car he got scammed with. I'm not sure how in the world the previous owner got it, but it ended up in my hands, and it's just pretty crazy, guys, how the world works. It's very, you know, especially in the YouTube community and the freaking car community, it's very small, guys. But with that said, he was super cool about it, and hopefully one day we can collab. I'm not sure just yet if he's in the state of Louisiana, or, you know, maybe we could do something. I don't know. But I just want to let you guys know, dreams do come true. And you know what, guys, at the end of his video, he does talk about how sometimes you just kind of have to let Jesus take the wheel and let things be how they're supposed to be, guys. And I do know what he's talking about, because if you haven't watched the video where I actually got scammed from the G-Wagon, somebody actually scammed the piss out of me, and I'm out right now about a lot of money, probably about 7 times as much as he was out on this car. But you know, sometimes stuff happens, guys, and you know what, I might have bought the G-Wagon, it might have been a lemon, and I might have bought the G-Wagon, I might have ran it into a ditch, or I might have freaking, I don't know, totaled the hell out of it within days of me purchasing it. I have no idea. So with that said, guys, everything does happen for a reason in life. Be super happy for what you have, guys, and cherish every moment, because God knows it could be your last. I don't know. I don't want to get too mushy with you guys, but I hope you enjoy my videos. We have a crap load of videos in the future to come. If you haven't checked out my beard oils, guys, I don't know, I'm looking a little bit shabby right now. It's because I'm letting it grow just a little bit more, you know what I mean? I've been applying some oils, the FlexPharm oils to be exact, and you can pick up some on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description below as well. I am letting it grow out just a little bit because I want to make sure it looks super fresh for the weekend. I'm gonna shave it up real nice, and it's so soft. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Peace.